Hey everybody, today we are going to talk about how to open a padlock. So it doesn't matter what type of a padlock that you have, what brand. If you have a Master Lock or a Brinks lock or any of the other brands, they are all going to work the same. Color doesn't matter either. I have pre-opened my package just to make it a little bit easier for the video. So when you take your lock out of the package, on the back of your lock, there is a combination. And that tells you what the numbers are that you are going to need to open your lock. It also has the instructions step by step right here, 1, 2, and 3 on them. Doesn't matter what type of lock you have. They might be inside the little booklet if you have a different type of a lock, but they are all there on the back. I like to write my combination down. If you write it down on a piece of tape like I am here, then you can stick it in a notebook or someplace to make it easy to find. You can even take a picture of this with your phone so that way you can keep it there in case you lose that. But we're going to use this when we're going through how to open the lock tonight, so you will be able to see that. The first number was a 4, so that was the first thing I wrote down. I wrote a dash so I would know that that means that I'm going to my next number, which was a 26, and then the final number was a 36. So we'll use that as we're looking at how to do the lock. Now I turned the dial part of my lock to 0. It does not have to be at 0. That's just where I like it to start. On all of the locks, no matter what kind you have, there's going to be a little triangle. That's called your indicator. That tells us what number you're on. And that's what you're going to need to line up your number to when you're doing your lock. This part, the silver part of my lock here, that's called your shackle. That's the part that opens and closes once you are unlocking or locking your lock. So the first thing that you have to do every time you go to open a lock is to clear the lock. And to clear a lock, you go, you turn it at least 3 times to the right, which is also called clockwise, and then you stop at your first number. So our first number is a number 4. So when we get started, that's where we're going to start first. So when I clear a lock, I most of the time go more than 3 times, just spinning the dial to make sure I am all the way there. So I'm going to spin it to my right clockwise. You can see that there are numbers on my lock. I'm stopping here at 0 just to show us our numbers. So we see the 5, the 10. Every 5 numbers, there is a number. In between those numbers, there are little slashes. Those are the numbers before. So between 0 and 5, there are 4 for numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. Between 5 and 10, another 4 for the numbers 6, 7, 8, and 9. Those are going to be where you're going to stop depending on what your number is. So even though I went it around 1 time already, I'm not sure. So I'm going to make sure that I go around 3 more times before stopping at the number 4. And remember, 4 is going to be the little slash mark that's right before that number 5. So I'm going to take my dial and I'm going to spin it. I've gone past 0 once, so that's 1 time clearing. I'm going to keep doing this until I've cleared at least 3 times. So now I've gone by twice. There's my 3rd time passed. And so now I can stop at my number 4, which, remember, is that little slash mark right before the 5. So the first thing we did is we went to the right 3 times, and then I stopped at my number. Next, I'm going to go to the left, which is also called counterclockwise, to my next number. Now, to get to my second number, I have to pass my first number first. So this is where it's kind of confusing. I'm going to the left, so I'm going this way. So I'm going to go past that 26 the first time, but I'm not going to stop because I have to pass my 4 first before I get to my number 26 as my second number to stop. Okay, now I've stopped there. So that was step number 2. Pass my first number, then stop at my second number. And I'm going to the left or counterclockwise. For my third number, for 36, I'm going to go directly to 36. I don't need to pass anything, but I'm going back to the right. So back clockwise and I'm going to go to the 36, remember, which is one tick mark past that 35. Okay, so number 3, directly to my third number, going to the right. Now, I've done my lock and I can open it. I just pull up on that shackle and it opens it. Okay, so then I can open my locker or my bike or whatever I have this on. To lock it, I'm just going to push it back together and then spin it, and that makes sure that nobody can just come and open the lock. So again, I'm going to clear my lock because I'm going to start one more time. So I'm just clearing it. I haven't counted this time. I know that I'm just going to go many times past that circle to get my lock cleared, stopping at the 4 for my first number. Okay, now I'm going back to the left. I'm going to pass my first number one time, stopping at my second number, which was the 26. Now back to the right to 36. I don't have to pass anything this time. And my lock opens. Good luck learning how to do locks. They take lots and lots of practice. So know that it is okay if it takes you a while. Practice will get you to know how to do it. So just practice. Remember, before you put it on anything, take that combination off so people can't see it. Have a good day.